leggings. Oh. What's up, guys? All right, so photo shoot is finished. I'm still kind of somewhat done up. Like, my hair is actually done, guys. No messy bun for like 2 YouTube videos. I'm impressed with myself. But anyways, yeah, the photo shoot's finished, and I just got to the gym, and we're gonna go in and do a workout. Touch my heart, your comments and your messages, and how kind you are, and how much you genuinely love these videos. You guys are just making me want to do one almost every day if I can. It's just so the comments are just so heartfelt, and I always smile reading them. And with that in mind, one of the last videos was about the barbell squat, and how I don't necessarily do them. Not to say that they aren't great for you, but it does depend. Some of you guys aren't familiar with a lot of those compound moves, and I don't think, you know, especially doing them on your own, I don't think it's a very wise choice to start with. But anyways, I loved your feedback from that, and you know, the more that you guys comment and the more you say, you know, like, oh, I loved that you don't lift heavy, and because like I've been lifting heavy for a long time, or like I've been lifting heavy barbell squats and my lower back is starting to hurt. Like, it just, those types of comments make me feel like, okay, these are great videos for you guys, because everybody's different. And so I'm hoping that they continue to inspire you, and I continue to educate you in the best way possible. And so going into the gym, oh my God, talk about tangents. Going into the gym, I am going to do a deadlift day with you guys today. So we're gonna go in, I'm gonna show you the different ways to deadlift, alternatives to deadlifts. We're gonna go in specific, we're gonna talk about form, we're gonna talk about foot position. That'll probably all be in the voiceover, but I'm gonna try to get a lot of like different angles for you so you can really see. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna go in now, you're gonna come with me, and I really hope you like this particular video, guys, and it's D-Day. Let's go in and let's do some deadlifts. Okay, guys, so I am in the locker room. I just changed real quick. I wanted to show you this outfit. This is one of the Petula tops that will be in the first launch. Guys, it is super soft, okay? And I do want to show you that how it's tapered in the front to help us ladies who are kind of boxier in the front here. This helps flatter almost every body type. And that was part of the point, I guess. So I wanted to show you, it's more of a V-neck, so it's very flattering, and then it comes down here. But then you'll also notice from the side, it's tapered, and then it comes to this out in the back. I don't know if you can see it. So you can actually keep it open, so you get to see a little bit of your back. I don't know if you could see it okay. But what's great about this top is that you can tie it too. So it will fit people who do have like a little bit of a tummy or are self-conscious about their stomach area. I love, if I feel bloated, if I'm like about to start that type of a month, I love it just like this. I still think this is super flattering. It's a little bit loose. It's nothing super tight where you always have to feel like I can't eat before I, work out. But then you can also tie it, and I'm gonna tie it for the workout. So if you tie it, it kind of makes it a little bit more fitted. So if you can see that. So this is gonna be in this color. I still have to think of a title for the actual top. But yes, this will be in the first launch, and then of course the Periwinkle blue leggings. I love these leggings. You can see them; they fit really good. Okay. What is up, guys? Hey, welcome back. Okay, so another voiceover for you. I kind of missed it, honestly. So I wanted to go over several things regarding this deadlift video. Now, I want to preface it once again that I am not an expert, guys, in this field. Every trainer has very different philosophies. Every trainer has very different points that are more important than others. And for me, my type of deadlift, I don't emphasize going incredibly heavy. I go to where it's challenging, but there's many ways that you can make a certain exercise challenging. For me, guys, and for you, I want you guys to maintain very good form. So you'll notice that I'm gonna give you variations of deadlifts throughout this workout. There's actually many more versions of deadlifts. My particular versions, the ones that I do all the time, are with greater range of motion. So you'll notice that the bar comes all the way down pretty much to my ankles, guys. Not just to my shins. I do enjoy engaging the whole back side of the leg, as well as when I squeeze my glutes at the top. That will really engage the glute muscles more than if you did not do that. Okay, so I just want to show you, I did warm up with a few rounds of just the barbell deadlift between the sumo stiff-legged and then the Romanian / standard deadlift. Now, like I said, every trainer will have a difference of opinion on this, and so I just want you to be aware of that. If you guys still don't understand how to properly do a deadlift, there are great YouTubes out there that will actually go through each motion for you. And once again, guys, if you guys have a trainer at your gym and you are personally training with them, they definitely should show you the proper form of deadlifts. These are very important that you get the form down, because it can very much cause injury to your lower back, more so than probably most other exercises. So I want you guys to practice proper form before you actually start going heavier in weight. Now, I don't ever use a weight belt. Obviously, I don't go heavy enough to need one. People do use them. I know my husband Scott, I know he uses one. If other people do use weight belts, great. I do believe that they do help protect your lower back, and that's very important. So I'm moving forward, and I wanted to show you right now. I moved away from the warm up, and I am doing 65-pound barbell. My version of a standard deadlift. I do like to go all the way down. It actually does incorporate some of the quads as well, guys. So it's kind of my own version of a barbell squat, but it really isn't. You'll notice that my neck is nice and long. I am keeping my back as upright as I can for bringing the barbell down all the way. Now, I also want to mention that barbell should be very close to the front of your legs. Basically, think of it as it's rolling down your legs. You're welcome to touch it on the front of your legs. I don't. I know the last time Scott did deadlifts, he has some fabulous bruises and scabs on the front of his shins, and I would prefer not to have that, even though my leggings would definitely cover it up. But so that's just my preference. Again, like I said, everybody's different. One thing I want you guys to focus on when you're doing deadlifts, in order to engage the glutes a lot more, you're going to need to perform a posterior pelvic tilt. Now, that's a very big word for basically saying squeeze your butt and bring your hips forward. Okay, that's as basic as I'm going to get for you. It's a little bit complicated, but that's what I want you to do. So deadlifts, do they automatically engage your glutes? A little bit, but they're not as isolated as like a hip thrust would be for the glutes. Okay, so you are going to engage your hamstrings, you are going to engage the tie-in, as well as the glutes, but more so focus on that squeeze at the top. 2 to 3 seconds, guys, each rep. Other thing I want to emphasize, don't throw the weight down. I find, and this is my own thought, once again, I feel like you're losing part of the difficulty of the deadlift and of the exercise itself when all you're focusing on is lifting the weight up and then you decide to slam it on the floor. Not only that, I don't think that's the greatest gym etiquette. So do me a favor and focus on both the rise of the barbell and the decline of the barbell. Both are equally as important. You're in control in both aspects, okay? All right, so moving away from the barbell, you notice that I did increase weight as I went. I did sumos, I did straight-legged, and I did standard. I am moving over to a dumbbell, guys. You guys can do this at home. You guys can do this at the gym. I know barbells are far and few between, especially in the busy hours, so grab a heavy dumbbell. Grab a heavy dumbbell at home. You can also use, guys, you can also use a kettlebell. You can use 2 kettlebells. There's so many alternatives. It's just awesome. So heavy deadlift. This is more of a straight-legged, kind of a stiff-legged, going into sumos. Now sumos, guys, notice how I just turned my toes out and my stance is super wide. This is wider than shoulder width. You're gonna want to come all the way down, and your butt's going to be nice and deep. All right, so toes out, you're going to push through those heels of yours. And as you come up, remember that squeeze at the top, 2 to 3 seconds each rep, okay? Keep your neck long, keep your back upright as you can. They will be very difficult for you. All right, so moving forward into the Smith machine. I love the Smith machine, guys. You guys know I do. I do recommend it for beginners as opposed to barbell. Just because it does help with balance. It helps with stability, especially when you're going to see me here doing one-legged deadlifts. I know a lot of you guys have trouble balancing. It does take practice. It takes work. Smith machine is a great tool to use. It will help you progress to be able to do a barbell one-legged deadlift or a dumbbell one-legged deadlift. Don't feel you have to start there, okay? There's other alternatives. So going forward, of course, Smith machine. Right now I am doing both legs on the floor. You'll notice that my Smith machine, this is pretty much how low I can go with it. You'll notice that there's clasp at the bottom, so I can't go much lower than this. So I did bring over a pedestal or one of those stepper stools so that I could at least gain a little bit more height, so that I could increase my range of motion, okay? That's something you can always do. You can also bring a box over to the Smith machine and really, really get down deep. So dropped a little bit of weight. Now you'll notice I am going into one-legged deadlifts, okay? This will help you guys target one leg at a time so that your stronger leg does not overcompensate for the weaker one. So this is definitely great. I love incorporating one-legged and one-arm exercises because for some reason I feel I can focus more because I don't know if it's just I'm not focusing on both. I'm not just focusing on the deadlift. I'm focusing on my one leg because it probably does take more coordination and balance, therefore more focus. So give those a try. Those are great as well. All right. And then finally, this last round of deadlifts, I'm doing cable deadlifts, and I'll tell you, this is one of actually my favorite exercises for the inner thighs and the outer thighs, especially if you squeeze your butt those 2 to 3 seconds at the top, guys. Push down through your heels, same thing. You'll notice that I'm doing the whole weight. But I'm going down as deep as I can, but you're pushing up, therefore all the weight is coming from your front, and you'll notice that you will be engaging the inner thighs more than you probably expect if you've never tried this one. I absolutely love this exercise. There's usually at least one of these cable attachments available at all times. So if you do not have the adductor machine available, this one is your go-to. I promise you, you'll love it, okay? I hope this really helped you guys in explaining a little bit more on deadlifts. I know I won't be giving the reps and sets for these. It was just more for form and posture and my own thought on things. So I hope you loved it. Don't you worry, I'll be bringing back the reps, the sets, and all the extra bells and whistles for you. Thank you so much for being amazing, and I will see you guys in the next one.